Okay, welcome to a new episode of Tech Talk with Carol. And today we have someone with the same surname as me, ironically, but of course, this is not related to me. And he came to me via Facebook Messenger. He had me in WhatsApp before, but we never get connected in WhatsApp. So we were connected in Facebook. Then because we were introducing I was introducing a lot of enablers, so he came to me and updated me what has developed from the 2 years ago that I met him. So we met back in 2019. That was a long time ago. And we have Benjamin here.
Quite some time ago.
And Benjamin is the founder of Peasy.ai. Now, what is Peasy.ai? I'll bring him in later. So do subscribe to this channel and also subscribe to our newsletter. I'll put in all the links at the end of the video and also at the YouTube description. So let me bring remove my pin and bring in Ben. There you go. So welcome, Ben. Hi, welcome, Ben.
Thanks, Carol, for inviting me.
No problem. So welcome again to the show, and welcome back and reconnect us back. So we needed that, because if I don't reach out to you, you come and reach out to me, which I'm happy about that. So do let us do introduce yourself later, and also share about a little bit about what Peasy.ai, and then some of our friends here. I knew you guys from the beginning, where you guys do a very layman web-based system to manage FB ads and all. Now I get very as a micro SME myself, I never had the courage to use FB ads manager and all this, because of the jargons, the words, the category, the menus, all there is a little bit too high tech for me. Even Google AdSense or analytics also, I never want to touch. But you ask me to touch on website, HTML and all this, all those tech words I know, but I never go into it. Okay. But when you show me the demo in 2019, it was very easy. But when you reconnect with me and you show me more, I have to say, I salute at so many developments that you had for Peasy. So well done. I have to say well done to you all. So I will
Thank you.
I will pin you now, and then after that you introduce yourself. Bear with me. Let me pin you now. Okay, the floor is yours, Ben.
Thanks, Carol. Hi, everyone. So just a very quick introduction. So I'm Ben from Peasy. We started Peasy about 2 years ago. So before this, I've been in the advertising industry, the digital marketing industry, for more than 16 years old. So you should know how old I am already, rather old, yeah. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen over. So I've been working in the industry for more than 16 years, and I realized at the end of the day, okay, Facebook, Google, and the whole internet is operating on an algorithm. It has actually a very straightforward manner to figure out what you should do, who you should target. Now, I being a techie guy, I come from a programming line, I like those stuff. But what is the trouble, right? For a lot of businesses, when they use digital marketing, right, they are going back on guessing and intuition. Oh, I think majority of the people I target, likes cupcake. So I should use cupcake as an interest. So what happened when you use intuition in a mathematical algorithm is kind of like tembak lah, right? You go to a maths test where you just tembak and hope you get your luck is on your side and you get good results. But right, after working with so many SMEs, in this sector, I realized the problem is not with the SME. The problem is with the technology. If the technology is smart, we can be stupid. It's only when the technology is complicated and difficult and complicated, we have to go learn SEO, learn what is all this technical jargon, learn all this complicated stuff, right? So when we started Peasy, our objective is that we have a lot of great, smart business people to join the digital economy without having to spend countless hours learning all this technical stuff, or wasting a lot of money, right, trying to get it right. Okay, so our value proposition is simple. Do less, sell more. We want you to be able to achieve excellent result. When I say excellent result, means getting more sales with less ad spend, in 3 steps or less. Our objective when we created Peasy is that any user can straight away launch a successful campaign that drives tons of sales in 3 steps or less. And we want our users, right, to sell more. At the bare minimum, we want you, compared to running the campaign on your own, you achieve 220% better ROI. If you're running a lead generation campaign, if you're trying to drive leads that you will call by your sales team online, we want you to at least achieve 2.5 times more contactable leads. That means more of your leads when you call, when you register, when you call them, 2.5 times will pick up the phone and say, yes, I'm interested to know more about your product or services. So I'm going to do a very quick demo of what I mean. I think that says it better than anything else. So when you're using Peasy, right, instead of doing all those technical mumbo jumbo, we only need you to do 3 things. 1, tell our AI your target and budget. 2nd, upload your videos and photos for your ad. And 3, chat with your customer and close a deal. Let me show you how simple it is. So this is Peasy. This is our Peasy marketing system, the system to help you with the lead.
Wait, Ben. Okay. Now I can see it. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So this is Peasy, right? This is the campaign for you to run your Facebook campaign. The first thing you do when you use Peasy is that you tell us a bit about the business that you are doing. For example, you tell us your brand name, the categories. We have 20 terabytes of data for 26 different industries. So if your business, you have not run any campaign with 20 terabytes across 26 different industry, and can help you. So you're going to pick the right industry. That is very simple. Tell us which industry you're in. We have an AI, we have an algorithm for 26 different industry. Key in your website detail. Our AI will read through your website to look for keywords when we're doing the targeting, and link it up with your Facebook page. That's it, right? And automatically you do this only once for the setup, after which to create a campaign is this simple. Let me show you. So first, click on create new campaign, choose the objective of the campaign. Suppose I am in a business to business sales. So I choose, I want to generate leads. Key in my, pick a form, a Facebook form. If I do not have an existing Facebook form, I can always click this button to create a form. Specify my campaign duration, right? How long I want the campaign to be running, and how much I want to invest in this campaign. Although I key in 600 ringgit, that doesn't mean I have to spend the entirety of the 600 ringgit. It's just what I want to plan for this particular campaign. Next, what is my target? Because this is a lead campaign, it will ask, hey, how many leads you want to generate, right? With 600, maybe I said, I want to achieve 1 lead. And where the location of your, or I can Montclair, right? So I can go wide, I can go narrow, and need multiple location. So far, all these questions that are being asked are simple questions you, me, and Makcik Kia can answer, right? Next, I click this button. And this is where our AI begins its work. Based on the data from your website, from your Facebook account that our AI scrapped, or if you know there isn't any data, based on other users who have similar industry as you are, our AI would then look at the product that you're selling and identify who are the best customer to push this product to. So all of the technical mumbo jumbo is automatically set for you. So in fact, it will able to predict what is a result you can potentially achieve. For example, our AI is saying, for this particular brand, this budget and this duration, we can get you 129 leads at 4.65 ringgit per lead within 7 days. And compared to other people in the industry, your lead is cheaper. Okay, other people in the same industry is paying about 21 ringgit and 98 cent, right? Whereas this guy is paying, the normal average volume is about 186. Now let's dig in a bit deeper. Okay, so the AI is now recommending three things. One is recommending the audience, so you don't have to do your own research, right? Like I say, you don't have to do the guesswork. The AI does all of the targeting for you already. So it is already telling you, look, these are the people we want to target, this age, this gender, this interest. It tells you how to spend your budget between Facebook and Instagram. It's recommending that 70% of the budget go to Facebook, 30% of it goes to Instagram. It is recommending the bid for every different audience segment, right? So it says, for example, here we are targeting people who like cosmetic and recipe, and we are paying 5 ringgit 32 cent for every lead. So all of this technical mumbo jumbo, it is done for you already. Now, if you are not, having any trouble whatsoever, you can just look at this prediction and proceed to the next step. You don't have to review all of this stuff, which is just to upload your videos, your image, and whatever not. So let me go down over to here, and I'll show you how easy is it to be done. So step one, I answer a few simple questions. Step two, I upload my creative. So automatically the creative is set. So I can just fill it in. It'll give you a preview of how it looks like on Facebook. I can choose which audience segment will be seeing this creative. And automatically next, I just have to press this one button. And once I press this button, our AI would set up the campaign on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. You do not have to go and touch Facebook, Google, Instagram anymore, right? And once the campaign is set up, our AI will continuously monitor it 24/7. So you don't have to sit in front of a computer like you have nothing else better to do. You can focus on running your business, not your campaign. Our AI will monitor it and make changes, right? Now, let's just say your campaign has gone live, and you have people who register and say, hey, I want to know more about your products. Automatically, when they register, okay, the lead will receive a WhatsApp message from our chatbot. So our chatbot is connected directly to your Facebook and website. The minute they register, our chatbot will send a message out. And once the lead reply, that lead will then be assigned to your sales agent automatically. You don't have to download spreadsheet. You don't have to manually distribute the lead. That is what we mean by do less. Literally, you just have to do three things. Specify your target, upload your pictures and video, and let your salespeople check and close. Everything else is done by the AI. So you can focus on running your business and not your campaign. Okay? But a lot of our users, right, happens to be in the O2O segment. What I mean by O2O segment is that, for example, if you're in a property business, if you are selling to other businesses, or you have direct sales, you have a lot of agents selling your product, if you're in insurance, education, and healthcare, e-commerce is not so straightforward. You can't put your services or your product on Lazada and Shopee and people will buy, because the customers tend to require a lot of consultation, a lot of questions before they buy. Now, when you're in O2O and you want to go to digital, it's a lot more complicated. Why? Because Facebook, Google, and Instagram can only give you a lot of leads, a lot of cheap leads, but not necessarily quality lead. Because whatever happened on the sales happens offline. Facebook, Google, Instagram can't learn and discern who are the good and bad customers. So they can't improve the performance. And this is a huge problem. For example, do you know what is the average conversion rate for lead to sales in our industry, in Malaysia, is only 4%. That means every 100 lead that you pay to Google and Facebook, only 4 leads will end up closing. 96 of those leads are entirely wasted, right? And this is the conversion rate, right? Lead to sales conversion rate. For higher education, it's only about 2.6%. And property is only about 2.9%. If you're in direct sales, it's roughly about 2.9 to, depending on the products that you're selling, about 3.5 to 5%. So generally, it is very difficult to get quality lead. And let me explain to you why. So I have a lot of users. We have a lot of users who are in the property sectors, who are in direct sales sectors, who are in the insurance sectors, in the education sectors. So this is the typical way of how they do online to offline commerce. So they run a campaign on Facebook, they run a campaign on Google. People register. 1 day or 2 days later, they download the lead from Facebook. Okay? Then they pass the lead to the sales guy, the sales manager. Sales manager would then take the Excel file, divide it into equal amount, and then share it with the sales team. That takes roughly about 2-3 days. By the time sales guy call, it's already 6 days since registration, and that is considered fast. Let me ask you this. If a lead register, if a customer register on your website today, 6 days later, only you call him or her, what are the chances he or she remember, hey, yeah, I did register on the phone line? And by the time sales closes the deal, it's more than 30 days. And then when sales have closed a deal, sales pass back the list of all the one customer to marketing will analyze and then improve the targeting. So for example, they know, oh, majority of people who buy happen to live in Penang, happen to have interest in fishing. They will change the campaign on Facebook and Google to target these people, right? But within that 30 days period, your ad spend is wasted targeting all the wrong people, right? This is why online to offline sales is so complicated. You need to be fast. You need to have synchronization between marketing and sales. And this, let me show you how we solve the problem. Okay, so when you launch a campaign on Peasy, automatically that campaign that you launch either on Facebook, on Google, or on your website is integrated with our WhatsApp chatbot. So when a person click on the ad and register, within the same minute, okay, our chatbot would send a message to the lead. So we don't lose the lead, right, to decay. The lead, we hit them while the lead is still fresh. Not only that, the chatbot will ask a couple of qualification questions because we don't want your salespeople to waste their time following up on unqualified lead. So the chatbot can ask, hey, are you sure? What is your budget? What is the location you're looking for if you're selling a home? If you're selling insurance, are you a smoker? Do you have diabetic problem? So we disqualify bad leads right at the early beginning. Only qualified lead is given to your sales team. So your sales team can then chat with the customer on WhatsApp. And every single time your customer chat, your sales guy chat with the customer on WhatsApp, our chatbot is recording and analyzing that chat. Why? Because it is using that data to understand who are the good customers and who are the bad customers. And it would then try to analyze what are the common factors between the good customers and use that to improve your Facebook campaign spreadsheet without requiring you to lift a finger. Let me show you an example. Again, let me show you a demo, right? Okay. So let me show you a demo of how our WhatsApp system works. So first and foremost, our WhatsApp system allow you to share one WhatsApp account with multiple salesperson. And each and every one of those salesperson will only be able to see the lead, the contacts that they're assigned to, and they can only chat with the contacts that they're assigned to. So how does that contact assignment work? So first, we would create a rule. For example, in this example here, I have created a rule that says anyone who wants to buy a BMW will go to one agent. Everyone who wants to buy a real fire goes to one agent, and so forth and so forth, right? You can create as complicated a rule as possible. You can say, okay, only Chinese speaking customers go to one particular agent. You can say Malay speaking customers who live within Klang Valley go to one particular agent. Once we have created the rule, let me show you how we created a rule. So for example, we can say, okay, anyone who speaks this language, uh, and anyone who, let's just say, looking for what they call property in the location of Kuala Lumpur, we can create a rule like this. So right. So once I've done that, I've created this rule. I go to the agent and I can create multiple different agents. When I create an agent, I can assign which rule apply to this agent. Now, what will happen then when leads come in from your Facebook ads, lead comes in from your website, or even when they WhatsApp, based on the rule that we have set, the chatbot will ask this question first before deciding which agent that lead will be assigned to. And that agent can only interact with the leads that are assigned to him or her. So you can see this agent, myself, I can speak to all these different people. When I switch to a different agent, because I'm logging in as an admin, so I can see everyone's message, I can only speak to the agent that I'm assigned to, right? All right. So let's do a demo, okay? So I'm going to artificially show you how we can import a lead in, okay? So assume that, we actually have an actual campaign in, but I'm going to artificially do this right now because we don't have an ad, right? So I'm going to click at this particular screen here, and I'm going to import a lead in. And for this example, Carol, I'll be sending you a message from my chatbot.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just say name is Carol. Your email, please.
CFUNG.
STF.
No, CFUNG. CS. CF, sorry, Fung CL.
Yeah.
Fung CL. CL at gmail.com.
Okay. Now for your phone number, I'm going to type it in because this is a live stream. I don't want to broadcast Carol's phone number.
Oh, it's okay. Can broadcast. Can broadcast because everybody knows my number. 010.
Okay.
766.
766.
4140. 4140.
41. Okay.
Correct.
And I'm going to assign you to the sales agent who handles BMW customers. So in this example, so I'm going to import this lead, and then I'm going to upload this file. So we are replicating the experience of a customer would see if they click on your ads. All right. Now, Did you receive a message?
Hang on. This is message via WhatsApp or what?
Yeah, via WhatsApp. So I think it's been sent out to you.
Not yet.
Yeah. So basically, you can see that your contact has already been assigned to
Oh, okay. Wait.
this.
Internet very bad, leh.
Okay.
I receive other people's
So you can
message.
see it.
Cool. Nothing yet.
Still trying to send.
It's also trying to send.
Yeah, it's still trying to send out.
Hey, let me turn off my Wi-Fi.
So because once it's sent, it should receive this double tick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, so what will happen is once you reply, our chatbot will start asking further questions. We'll do a bit of discovery question before it decides if you are a qualified or disqualified customer. And if you set, if you answer all the questions that we want, it will qualify, and our campaign that is running, if we have a campaign running, it would change the targeting automatically. So you do not have to do anything as a user. You don't have to download spreadsheet. You don't have to call your sales guy, ask, hey, where are you? Is the customer good or not? You can just, as a manager, you can just sit back and just read lah, right?
Cool.
So this especially, good for people who are running property or direct sales, because a lot of the time their agent or their drop shippers are not their employees, correct?
Correct.
So there is a concern that, hey, if my agent and my drop shippers are selling using their personal WhatsApp line, if this guys leave, or how do I protect my data ownership? Cool thing about this is that because we are sharing one single WhatsApp account, okay, if I were to delete an agent, so you can see right now, I have 43 leads assigned to me. If I delete Nixon over here, who have 82, his lead together with all of the conversation will go to me.
Cool.
There you go. So it went to Siti Haja, sorry. It went to Siti Haja. So now if I go back to Siti Haja, so all the previous conversation from Nixon and everyone else is now being assigned to Siti Haja. So we do not lose the contact. We do not lose the conversation history.
Very good.
So that's why I think, that's why I think this is especially suitable for people in the property, insurance, and direct sales. In fact, one of our, user, Nurasha, they actually distribute cosmetic product to dropshippers, and they have hundreds of dropshippers across Malaysia. A very fascinating lady with a really, really good business, and so they are actually using Peasy right now to run most of their Facebook campaign. And so before using hide this, sorry. So before using Peasy, and after using Peasy, we managed to increase the number of leads generated for them on a monthly basis by 8 times. So they get 8 times more leads than they had before, right? And the cost per lead, we reduce it by 26%. Normally, when you run Facebook campaign on your own, if you increase volume, the cost will always go up, right?
Correct.
But we managed to do volume increase while reducing the cost. So we managed to do this for Nurasha, which is a direct sales selling cosmetic. We also have another customer in the direct sales business, Alan. Alan is one of the first few users to Peasy, and he's been with us for more than 2 years now. So Alan has an incredible business where he actually research, manufacture, and sell supplements and food products for people who have diabetes. And I let Alan do the talking rather than, me, I've got my own buckle.
Hi, this is
Can you
Alan.
hear?
I'm proud to be one of PC testimonial. And my
Okay.
result is after using.
Can hear.
Hi, this is Alan. I'm proud to be one of PC testimonial.
Mm.
And my result is after using PC, my sales is triple up. It's really amazing. So the most challenging part before I use PC is that I have to do ad setting from time to time in order to get a best result because the performance will drop over time. So we have to do improvement over time, and this is an endless cycle. But after using PC, it's put all this kind of thing to the end. So I don't need to worry about the ads performance anymore because the AI will find the right audience, right targeting for me, and it just improve over time. So we no need to worry. We just only need to focus on the creative and focus on product and customer service and all that kind of ad setting. We leave it to PC. So I would like to say a big thank you to PC and also PC team, especially Ben, Chongling, and Yaganis. Thank you.
So I guess this is one of the things that we are really proud to be able to help businesses so that we give them a level playing field when they are competing with companies with deep pocket. They can focus on what they do best, is and their messaging, and let all the technical stuff be handled by our AI. I think they are doing very well. They actually manufacture the product and research in Malaysia. He is
Cool.
a food biologist by training.
Nice.
Okay. So in addition to this SME, we also have some enterprise clients, which I think is a testimony that if it's good enough for the enterprise client, it's a testimony that is definitely good enough for the SMEs. Okay. So our method, this is what we believe in. We believe number one that digital should not displace your people. We want SMEs to be able to embrace the digital economy with their current team. That means we want to simplify digital so that you can use it and be effective without upskilling or change of behavior. We don't want people, okay, now they must train them 6 hours how to use a CRM. The salespeople have to key in tons of stuff into the CRM. No, I believe the best system is when people can behave as they are, and the AI and the technology is smart enough to do all the mundane work. And we believe no one should be left behind simply because of budget. In fact, we have something very exciting that we want to share with you, and especially for all of Carol's and listener and enabler today. We are going to release a free forever version. So even if you do not have money to hire an agency, money to pay for the subscription model. Okay. So we have three core beliefs that have guided us when we create Peasy. And I believe number one, we should not displace anyone. No one should lose their job because of digital. We want SMEs to be able to embrace digital economy with their current team. So that means simplifying digital so that it's so simple, it doesn't require complex upskilling. With your current team, you can achieve success in digital. It doesn't require change of behavior. It doesn't require sales guys to key in tons of data on a CRM. It doesn't require them to spend 13 hours learning how to do CRM. If they are good at sales, let them focus on sales. If your marketing team is good at ideas and creative, let them focus in that. Now, the second thing which we believe very strongly in, and this is especially for today, we are announcing it today. This is the first time we are announcing it. This is especially for a lot of the SMEs. Now, there are a lot of SMEs out there that I wish we can help right before this, because their marketing budget is only 300, 500 ringgit a month. Our software starts at 200 ringgit a month. To take 200 out of their 300 or 500 media spend, I believe is a sin, because you should put all that money hard at work to drive back sales for you. And the thing is this, if these people can't participate in the digital economy because of simply budget, we will not be growing the community, we will not be growing the ecology. So as a way of paying forward, as a way of investing in this community, we're empowering our SMEs who have small media budget every month to use Peasy for free. There is no reason why just because you have small budget, you should be getting bad results. So use Peasy, you can use it for grow, then you will find success. And when you find success, hopefully you'll be one of our paid users in the future. So we are giving you free access to our academy. We are giving you free access to our online classes. Hopefully that you can grow and you can achieve success in your digital business. And more importantly, okay, we believe in the spirit of gotong royong. As an SME, when you run campaign, because you do not have enough data, the large company have lots of data, so they can optimize their campaign better. But together, if we pool our resources, everyone is using Peasy together, our AI gets trained together. Our AIs get trained to be more effective, which benefit everyone. If we pool our collective data, we can be stronger together. And not only that, a lot of the training that we have in the community, we assign you into groups so that you can help each other grow together. So this is our belief that has been guiding us to create Peasy, and I believe it's one of the reasons why, despite without any of the VC's money, without all the big bang, we have encountered success in our first 2 years. Alternatively, if you are a SME and you qualify for the BSN grant, okay. So let me explain a bit of a background to the BSN grant. I believe it's one of the best things the government have implemented to help both SMEs and local technology player. If you have a business that is at least 1 to 2 years old and you achieve minimum 50,000 ringgit revenue per year, you're entitled to get a matching grant from the government, where if you put in 5,000 ringgit, the government will give you another 5,000 ringgit to help you digitize. Now, by right, that entire 10,000 ringgit goes to us. But I don't think that is a system. You've got no money to spend on ads. Again, it's not going to be helpful for you. So what we are doing is that we are creating a plan specially for SMEs. Out of that 10,000 ringgit, we are only taking 3,000 ringgit as subscription fee. We are giving you 7,000 ringgit free Facebook ad credit. So you put in 5,000 ringgit, you get 7,000 ringgit worth of Facebook ad and 1 year subscription to our software to help you drive your business further, right? Or alternatively, if you say, oh, I want more than just a Facebook AI, I also want the WhatsApp system. So if you put in 5,000 ringgit, you get 1 year subscription to Peasy Marketing, which is the Facebook campaign, and also a 1 year subscription to our WhatsApp solution to help you drive your offline sales better. So this is something special we want to release. Oh, I forgot to mention. For people who are listening and to this broadcast today, I'm doing something special. So if you go and apply on the normal link, you will only get 300 ringgit media spend in your free campaign. Meaning you can use it for free as long as you do not spend more than 300 ringgit on Facebook ad per month. But for today's listener, if you sign up with a special link, which I'll share after this, you can get up to 600 ringgit spent per month. So you can run campaign up to 600 ringgit a month. Cool. If you spend more than that, then obviously you have to upgrade. Okay, so let me go to some of the common questions. I always get this all the time. Some of the minimum, what are the requirements for the run? BSN and DEC have done a fantastic job explaining, but I'll just repeat again. So minimum, if you are an enterprise Sendran Berhad that is registered with SSM, you need to have been in operation for a year, and it's more than less than a year. Your annual revenue have to be 100,000, 2 years and above, 50,000 for the past 2 consecutive years. Your director's my card, 2 months bank statement, and that's it. Once you have applied, we will submit it to BSN. When the grant is approved, that takes roughly about 3 to 4 weeks after you have submitted the document, you have to go to BSN and sign a letter offer and pay a 5,000 ringgit deposit. Automatically then will give you access to Peasy. Within 2 to 4 weeks, you receive the balance to 5,000 ringgit from, okay? Another common question, what are the differences between using Peasy and doing it on your own? Okay, so first and foremost, I believe you should not be running business on your own. I've talked to so many business owners, and some of them, they are doing customer service, they're running their Facebook ads, they are doing their inventory, they're doing your finances. Think about this, right? Okay, if you're applying for the grant, Peasy will cost you less than 8 ringgit a day. Now, if you're running Facebook campaign, okay, that time that you invest in doing all of this stuff, which 8 ringgit a day can handle, that means you're neglecting your customers, you're neglecting your employees. Don't your hours worth much more than that? But let me give you an example of what's the difference, right? So number one, obviously, it's a lot more simple, okay? You don't have to do the campaign research, you don't have to do the planning. We centralize Facebook, Google, Instagram, all in one single platform. You don't have to create it in every single platform. Create one Google campaign, one Instagram campaign, one Facebook campaign. You can do everything once by answering simple question, uploading your creative, all in one platform. If you are in online to offline business, we are going to increase your marketing and sales team productivity. First and foremost, for those who are very familiar with Facebook marketing, one of the most tedious things you need to do is to create and update your custom audience. You need to create a list in your Excel spreadsheet of all the customers who have bought the product and upload it to Facebook and tell Facebook, hey, please stop showing this ad to my existing customer so you don't waste money. And this has to be done very regularly. Now, with Peasy, you don't have to do that anymore. All of the updating the spreadsheet, you don't have to do that anymore. It is automatically done by our AI. Whenever a salesperson closes a deal, our AI read the text, automatically change the campaign targeting to exclude that person from the ad. When the customer is qualified or disqualified, again, automatically we create and update the custom and lookalike audience on Facebook. Second, when you're creating campaign, a lot of times people have this experience, right? Campaign performing very well one day, drop the next day. Perform very well one day, drop the next day. Now, this is because of something called audience overlap. And this is a very complicated thing to do if you want to fix it. Again, our AI fix that automatically, prevent that automatically. And not only that, we don't waste our marketing team time downloading all the leads from Facebook and Google and your website, manually distributing them in an Excel spreadsheet, giving it to the salesperson one by one. Automatically, our system will distribute the lead the minute the lead register. So again, we save time for your sales guy, for your marketing guy. And the leads get distributed on the instant. So there's no lag time. Next, we don't waste your salesperson time, right? Talking to unqualified customers. So our system will have a chatbot to qualify the incoming lead. Only qualified leads are given to your sales guy. So their time is not wasted doing repetitive chats, not wasted. I was reading this research. They say salespeople spend up to 36% of their time on planning activities. With Peasy, they can spend more of their time on key selling activities. And if you have a lot of sales agent, if you are a drop shipper, if you're a real estate agency, you don't have to manually call each and every one of them and say, hey, how many people you talk to today? Have you called this person? Have you called that person? Our system allow you to monitor your agent's performance from a single dashboard. Automatically, you can tell, okay, every single agent, how many leads they are dealing with, how many of them has won, how many of them hasn't been served. you can track this from the system. So you can be a better boss. You don't have to be calling and giving pressure to your sales guy all the time. And like I said, because Peasy is connected to Facebook and Google and Instagram via API, it's getting a campaign manager that works 24/7, monitoring your campaign for only less than 8 ringgit per day. And if you are running an e-commerce, and this is a very common problem if you're running an e-commerce, sometimes to get a sale, you lose more money than not getting a sale. What I mean by that is that the product you sell is 20 ringgit, but the cost you pay to Facebook is 50 ringgit, right? So what our AI is able to do is that it can predict which customer has a long customer lifetime value. Meaning, if this customer, if you gain him or her business, what he will buy from you within a year, not within the first transaction. And it will then automatically go for customers who have high lifetime value. So our system does a recency, monetary frequency analysis, catering that you get profitable customers. So all those again helps you increase your profit. And if you are a online to offline business, again, the most important thing our system is able to do that you can't do even with Facebook on your own is, number one, we can optimize your lead quality. We don't go after just a lot of leads, very cheaply, but we go after leads that are contactable. Number two, unlike if you create a campaign directly on Facebook, when you set your lookalike audience, which is a very accurate way of getting good customers, your maximum range is 1 to 10%. That means you can only get customers who have similarity of that range only. With Peasy, you can get up to 20% lookalike audience. So you can target a larger customer base. And as I mentioned before, no lead decay, right? So another common question I always get is, hey, this is a WhatsApp system, right? So what's the difference between your WhatsApp system and normal WhatsApp? So first and foremost, we are using something called WhatsApp API from that. The biggest difference is you have to pay Facebook for every message that is sent out. It costs you about 4 cents for every message. Now, because you are paying Facebook for every message you send out, Facebook gives you a lot of additional benefit. Number one, your account is less to 100,000 contacts per day. Normal WhatsApp you can broadcast to 256 per day. Number three, it can support chatbot. And number four, you can share one phone number per user, unlike normal WhatsApp. So this is why we can do things like this. Okay, and let me give you a little of a chatbot of what we have done for one of our customers. Okay, so this is a customer that's specialized in selling air conditioning equipment. They only sell air conditioning. Okay, so when a lead, automatically our chatbot will say, hey, Mr. Customer, I am so and so. I'm a sales agent from this aircon. How can I help? And then when the customer said, oh, I want to buy an aircon, I'm interested in an aircon, the chatbot will ask few questions. For example, they said, hey, what is the type of aircon you want? Do you want split unit? You want casket? Horsepower, budget, brand, as example of question you ask. Automatically then, right, our chatbot will send a link on WhatsApp of all the, a link of all the relevant product based on what the customer answered. So when the customer click on that link, it will only show product that pertains to the answer they have answered earlier on. Now, the customer can then buy on the website. Once they have purchased a product, automatically again, we will send a WhatsApp message to say, okay, we have received your order. your installation date will be so and so. When it's close to the installation date, again, we'll send a reminder on WhatsApp to say, hey, just to confirm, we will be coming to your house today at this and this address to install the aircon at 2 p.m. If the customer say yes, we will then notify the technician and ask and tell the person that, hey, please proceed with the installation. After installation, we could actually send a customer, the chatbot will send a customer satisfaction rating to ask the customer to rate the service. All this automated, all this on scale, right? Now, there are a lot of FAQ questions, but I don't think we want to go through each and every one of them. But yeah, should I go through each and every one of them, Carol?
You can. I have no objection. We still have a
Hello?
lot of time. Yeah.
So the question is, okay, let's just say I have 10 to 40 agents. Can the agent read each other message or reach other contact? No. So let's take a dropshipper example, right? You might have different agents in different territories. And once the agent been assigned to a contact or a customer, he or she can only deal with the customer that belongs to him or her. The other agent can't read, can't sell, can't contact the same customer. Now this is good because then you don't create overlapping problem. So if a new customer come in, it's very clear this is my customer. Even if they WhatsApp the same number, you cannot reach another new agent, right? Can I manually select contact? Do I have to manually select contact if I want to do a broadcast? So let's just say if you want to do a promo and say, okay, Chinese New Year is coming, you want to do a broadcast, right? Now, instead of me selecting 1,000, let me show you how we do this, right? So let's just say I want to do a broadcast, especially just for Audi customers, people who drive an Audi. So I can just type Audi. Automatically, all those Audi customers are loaded already. You can see 15. Let's just say this promo is also available for people who are driving BMW. Again, it's automatically loaded. So you don't have to manually select this. You can segmentize your customers. For example, if you are HK3, you might want to segment your customers by people who buy the so forth and so forth, right? What happened to the contact and chat log if an agent resign or leave? As I've demonstrated earlier on, when we delete an agent, all of the messages, all of the contact will be reassigned to another agent. Next, do I have to manually upload my custom audience into Facebook? No. Whenever a new WhatsApp customer comes into WhatsApp, or whenever someone have qualified, automatically will update this on Facebook. Let me show you an example.
Then I got a question. Just now when you say if one agent left and
Yep.
the contacts are
Mm.
auto assigned to that agent, or you can manually assign, or it autos? How does that work?
It automatically assigned to, yes. So for example, let's just say we create a rule that says that 3 agents service Kuala Lumpur location, all right? So when we delete one Kuala Lumpur agent, all of that Kuala Lumpur agent's contact will be distributed out between the 2 other remaining Kuala Lumpur agents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll make sure we try to distribute it fairly so that everyone get equal bandwidth, right? So going back to custom audience, so you can see our system has already created a custom audience on Facebook of all the qualified customer. Let me show you now what will happen if a new customer or an existing customer has been deemed qualified on WhatsApp or through the system. Give me a second. So you can see that the last change was done at 2:10 p.m. today. Okay. Wait a minute, because there's a lot of data. We have generated quite a fair bit of leads for this particular customer. Okay, there you go. So what will happen is, assuming this is a customer that your sales chatting to, and based on the conversation, the chatbot determine this is a qualified customer. So I'm going to artificially induce it now, but what will happen is that the chatbot will automatically change this to qualified, right? And when we change this to qualified, the custom audience on Facebook gets updated automatically. So if you click on this, click on history, you can see we have just added one additional customer at 5 p.m., right? So all this is done automatically by our system. Gone are the days when you have to download this data and then click on this system here and then manually click this button, click edit, and then upload customer manually. All this is done automatically for you, right? Do I need to monitor my campaign and change the campaign targeting? No. Again, like I said, Peasy is click and forget. Please go focus on your business, on your customers, on your employee. Let our AI do it for you. Okay, and what if I've never run any online ads before? Don't worry, we still, as I mentioned, we have 20 terabytes of data from 26 different industry, and those will give you recommendation based on the location you're targeting and as well as the industry that you're in. Next, how do I apply? How do I apply for this WhatsApp line? So this is not a simple thing that you can just go and buy, because we have to apply for a special phone number and a special WhatsApp API from Facebook. And this takes roughly a month, because what will happen is that Facebook and WhatsApp will read through your business to make sure that you're not going to use it for something illegal. For example, sending anything that's related to sensitive material or gambling or anything that is deemed sensitive. And only after they have approved, you will get the permission. And when you get this permission, you'll get a new phone number, and that phone number can only be used for this WhatsApp. You cannot use it for phone call and everything else. Next, do you have to manually assign each lead to your agent? No, we have rules done automatically, instantaneously. And what are the rules I can set for my agent assignment? Anything you fancy. So if you are selling a real estate, it can be based on a property price, property type, property location. If you're selling insurance, it could be based on insurance type, what you call age group, gender, languages. Now, if I don't qualify for the grant, how much does Peasy cost? So you can use Peasy marketing, this particular product here, for free, but spend more than 600 ringgit a month. You can always get the paid version. We range from 200 ringgit a month to 2,000 ringgit a month. But again, for today's listener, if you want to subscribe, drop me an email. I can give you a special price.
Okay.
Peasy sales, we normally sell it at 1,200 ringgit per user per year. So this gives you one user. The more users you have, that means the more salesperson you have, the lower the annual rate will be. All right. So I think that concludes a lot of the common question. I hope you can join me and use Peasy. Where again, if you want to try it out, use it out. We have a free plan. And for today, just for today, if you sign up today, we'll give you up for just for today. But for all those who are listening today, if you sign up through this particular link, we'll give you up to what you call 600 media spend, right? If you have any question, please feel free to drop us a line on this WhatsApp. You will first be greeted by our chatbot, so you can test out our chatbot as well. And then we have someone on the line to speak to you. So we use back out the product that we have on ourselves as well. So yeah, you can test out our chatbot, but please don't ask them any funny questions. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you, Ben. Maintain
Okay.
this slide first. Okay, maintain this slide first. I got to ask you something. I like the fact that one of your success story video just now, he shared that when he knew, when he goes into the Facebook ad manager and does his own ads, and then he knew that if the ad failed or didn't bring a lot of leads, or leads getting lesser and lesser, that you have to dwell into the ad again and rework again and spend so much time on it. I hate that. That's the one that I hate a lot. That's where Peasy come into place to help the Makcik Kia, for example, that you say, to help them with to plan at a shorter time, so that you got more time to do something else. That is why I never want to spend time going there. It's a wormhole. It's a maze.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You should be spending time on your business, right? On
Correct.
your employee, on your family, on your customers, not on Facebook. I always give this analogy. If you open a shop in a mall tomorrow, you don't have to understand how brick works and cement work. But why, when you set up online, if they do so many of this, huge technical learning curve.
Correct. So let me ask you this. When 2020, you share with me you observe something. Last time when you shared this with me, there's no way that we can sell this to the SMEs, because they're probably in a comfort zone. So in 2020, when the pandemic started, so share with me, what have you observed, the change of mindset of people?
Wow. I realized something. The pandemic, right? What it happens is that certain business, right, that are having a hard time. They've been having a hard time with or without the pandemic. The pandemic only accelerated. But I've been also observing how some of the SMEs are really ingenious and they're really smart. I have one SME business owner, and I can tell you, he is more digitally matured, right, than a lot of my enterprise customers in huge multinational companies. And the way they are thinking, right, because it's their own business, I guess, the ingenuity to try to find ways to maximize their investment and spend is really, really smart. So what I realized is not only the urgency is greater, but also, right, how they're able to adapt. I'll share with you one simple case story, right? So we have this one users, and I won't mention name because I don't have the permission, but they have a very niche business. They manufacture parts for cars, the strut bars, they are racing bars and stuff like that. Very niche business. So most of the time you'll think that, hey, a manufacturing guy, what will they do for e-commerce? They're going to build a website, they're going to build all this kind of stuff, right? So they came to the mind and says that, look, the dealers today, the workshop that they have, are now having difficulty. They're having curfews, right? The workshops, the mechanics that buy their racing and strut bars, they're having problem. If they don't do something to drive sales for the workshop, their dealers might not survive. And these dealers, these uncles, they are really, really old school. So it's very difficult to educate them. So first, they started classes to teach them. But obviously, the absorption rate is very, very low. But this is what we have done with them. So we now drive, we build a platform to drive customers to contact them on WhatsApp.
Mm.
Okay. And once they have drive the customers to contact them on WhatsApp, we drive that business, the customer, to buy the bar, because bar, you can't buy it on your own and install it on your own. We buy the bar, drive the bar installation at a nearest mechanic. So that way, we benefit the sales. So it's a pure online to offline. We drive e-commerce sales, but installation is done at the mechanic. Now, once they reach the mechanic, okay, we say, look, this is a new customer given to you. If you treat this customer well, okay, we will now implement a service reminder on WhatsApp for you. So you can drive other services for you. So we are bringing customers to workshops and things like this, you wouldn't expect large multi-companies to be doing this, to be thinking so far in advance. But the way the SMEs are adapting is amazing. So those that are really hungry, those that are adapting, they are saying this, and they tell me this, and this guy, speaks to me, and I can speak very bad Mandarin and Chinese, and he tells me this. He said, the whole world have changed. If you don't change and you're still taking invoice by hand and everything, how are you going to survive? He said, look, if today your son comes to you and said, I want to learn how to do things by paperwork, I don't use computer, would you tell the son, no, go learn computer? You would, right? So why would you mistreat your own business that way? So I think there are really smart SMEs out there, and we don't give them enough credit sometimes. We always think that SMEs are slow and lagging, but yeah, there are a lot of good SMEs out there.
Cool, very cool sharing. So just now you the audience, you have seen or viewers, you have seen the offers that was given by Peasy. Those who wants to use the free account, if you were to go to their website to sign up, you can use the free account if your ad spending is up to a maximum of 500 your usage. Okay, so now they add in another, no, 300. So 300, you can spend up to 300 to enjoy the free subscription of Peasy. But Ben here, for the viewers benefit today for watching this, he's going to increase, double it to 600. You are allowed to use the free version of Peasy if your spending is up to 600 ringgit. So that's very good. I for one, as a micro SME, would definitely benefit from this. Because most of us don't spend a lot, and some of us are spending maybe 200 ringgit a month or what for, I don't know what kind of product. But you made it a good introduction just now and said, why are you doing this? You don't want to displace them, you don't want them to be left out, and you want to help them. So that was a very good objective that you've given just now. So all the audience here, please contact Ben. I will put his contact right at the end of the presentation of this video, and also at the YouTube description. Ben, your final words before we wrap up.
So please don't run campaign, run your business. Right? Run your business. I hope, don't run campaign, run your business.
Yeah. That's good. So we hope to see more. So can I ask you about the Peasy software? When we logged in, are they given the WhatsApp API tool as well?
Sorry, I lost you there, Carol.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I lost you there a bit, Carol.
Okay, let me rephrase that. If they were to subscribe the Peasy free account, do they get to use the WhatsApp API as well?
Unfortunately, no, because that requires payment to WhatsApp and Facebook. So we have to pay an amount to get a phone number. And every month there is a fee that we have to pay to WhatsApp and to keep that phone number, like a normal phone number. Okay.
So please get in touch with Ben if you would like to explore the WhatsApp API. That was a very good demo and tutorial. Sadly to say that my internet connection here, let me check the messages that you were trying to send. Wait up, Ben. Yeah, still don't have.
Yeah.
That's how bad our internet connection is when we are working at home versus working in the office. But thank you so much, everybody, for staying tuned. This was quite, there's a lot of demo.
Get two lines,
yeah. So there's a lot of demo that Ben was showing, a lot of learnings that you do. So I hope that it will benefit you by using a simple tool for a person that is not tech savvy. And then Ben already say, don't run your campaigns, run your business. So that's a very good quote from him. So stay tuned to the next episode. Do subscribe to the newsletter and join the Facebook group mentioned on the YouTube description. Ben, I wish you all the best, and send over the referral link for us to go and do the sign up later. Okay.
Sure. Thanks, Carol. Thank you for
Okay,
having me today.
take care, don't go
Good
first,
luck
take care.
to everyone else.
Yeah,
Bye.
stay safe.
Okay. Take care. Bye.